either the PM or the DPM. Next on the list, the Minister of Information. Number 3 on the list, Chairman or CEO of a media company, or the Chief Editor of a newspaper. Unfortunately, I'm not in the list now. So a big mistake on the part of the organizers. And one more thing, never ever organize anything when the whole nation is following what is going on at PWTC. Again, I'm honored to be here and to be among the cream de la cream of the incredible discipline of human behavior, the business of this academy. I must admit that I'm not familiar with the academy, but from what I heard and what I read and what I heard this morning, I'm thoroughly impressed. HB Academy founders, I found out, are psychologists, counselors, and behaviorists. Strange people, this lot. But they represent the human in humanity, I reckon. And I'm even more impressed with the vision and mission carved as the guiding principle of the academy. I like this phrase, being human and human being, adopted as the mantra perhaps for the academy. Behavioral psychology as a discipline is little known and perhaps least understood, and even underrated in the realm of knowledge. Human behavior psychology is even more daunting to most people. It is a subject meant for the so-called obscure experts. In fact, to most people, it is as exotic as a study of metaphysics or the transcendent. Ladies and gentlemen, trying to understand ourselves by our action and assessing how we outwardly behave isn't easy. Knowing thyself is always a challenge. Little wonder, Charles Dickens, one of my favorite novelists, once said, "A wonderful fact to reflect upon, that every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other." Dramatist Samuel Beckett, one of the propagators of absurd theatre, once said about himself, "The danger is always in the neatness of identification." He was talking, in fact, about all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure behavior psychologists have been trying to unveil the mystery of the human mind and to seek insight on how the mind operates. I'm sure it is a fascinating discipline. Perhaps there is more to it than psychology. It involves the academic disciplines of psychiatry, social sciences, social studies, sociology, and perhaps even anthropology. This is your area of expertise, not mine. But like all things around us, nothing stands alone. I am as much intrigued by human behavior in my years involved in the world of culture and the arts, in literature, in journalism, and the corporate world. As a journalist, I covered conflict areas. I went to war zone and met not just victims of war, but the perpetrators too. You can see in the slide, the one that is wearing the glasses, of course, is a Malaysian, no Afghan wearing glasses. That was in 1989. We were somewhere in Jalalabad. I was smuggled into Afghanistan back in 1989. We were somewhere in Jalalabad and we were on the way to Kabul, but we were not able to do so. And I met some of the worst despots and dictators. Some of them have no remorse about causing miseries to others. I have met great statesmen and women like Nelson Mandela. This is another slide that I would like to show you. A gentleman with the black specs, the black glasses is of course Johan Jaafar. That was a long time ago. And I met people like Nelson Mandela when he was the president. He was incarcerated for 27 years in his own country, the jail of his own country. I met and interviewed Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady. I met J.P. Kalam, the former president of India. I met Václav Havel, who was the first president of the Czech Republic. And I also interviewed this gentleman, Saddam Hussein, no less. And Gulbuddin Hekmatyar in Afghanistan. So why are they so successful and in some cases so brutal? I have no answer to that question. You guys have. I have had many experience working with people as an officer in a government outfit, chairman of companies and institutions, setting up my own companies, you name it. I subscribe to the idea of the need for a platform for synergy, as the academy succinctly puts it, and in doing so, positioning key values appropriate for the key ecosystem. I was in theatre for many years, an accomplished actor during my days. That's me. I was the Brad Pitt of my generation. I've acted in plays by Shakespeare, Henrik Ibsen, W.S. Rendra, and many plays by our local greats, Shahrukh Hussain, Isamat Said, Hatta Azadhan, Zakaria Arifin, to name a few. I learned a lot from my involvement in culture and the arts over the years. In fact, over the last 5 decades, I learned about discipline, about the need to be adaptive, about engagement, and more importantly, the right mindset. Delivery matters on stage as much as it is in companies and institutions. I'm proud to announce that I take this opportunity here, this is free advertisement for me, that the memoir of my 50-year foray into the world of theatre is to be published soon by Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka. Dari Kertas Bangsawan ke Media Prima Berhad. I started when I was a kid, awed by the fantasy and grandeur of the world of Bangsawan, performed by a troupe on an open field next to my house in Sungai Balang Besar, Muar Johor. I ended up as chairman of Media Prima Berhad, the largest and the only integrated media company in the country. And what a journey it was. I was the editor of a very powerful newspaper back then for some years, between 1992 and 1998. Journalists are a different breed of people altogether. I was famously fired by Tun Mahathir Mohamad in 1998. Not many people carried that badge of honor. I did. How many people got fired by Tun Mahathir anyway? So, because of my association with someone, they say good soldiers don't die, they just fade away. Good editors don't fade away, they got fired. And I started a private school soon after. For many years I was on my own until I was appointed chairman of Dewan Bahasa dan Pustaka and later Media Prima Berhad. I learned valuable lessons along the way on stage as an editor, as a journalist, as a chairman, as a businessman. People need to be motivated. Had I engaged an academy like this to help me all these years, life would have been a lot easier for me. Take an example of my position as chairman of a company that employed 4,700 people at one time. I knew we had a 4,700 people problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe companies must take advantage. There was a company I was in. I believe companies must take advantage of the good services offered by the academy. This is free advertisement for the academy, mind you. I can say this from my experience, you are needed more so now than ever before. The dynamics in society have changed, things have changed on the corporate front, creativity and innovation matter now. We need creative and innovative people. In fact, for companies involved in creative content industry that this company is involved, or related industries, they need a totally new breed of people altogether. Not just those with impressive paper qualification, but those who can adjust, adapt, and more importantly, understand the notion of street smartness. They don't need clever people, they need smart people. I believe strongly, ladies and gentlemen, that we are by far left behind in behavioral sciences. We are a nation that believes in getting people do things. We drive, we want productivity, we lecture on the need to develop a proper word ethic. We want to emulate others in word culture. We expect our workers to perform miracles, but we fail to understand the very core issue that has been encompassed as your mission, that is, improving productivity through human attitudes and behavior. Let me repeat, human attitude and behavior. That, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is the holy grail of human resource, the very construct that made up of a successful workforce. My question is, are we paying enough attention to those? We can talk about bringing the country to the next level. We talk endlessly about training, retraining, and providing impetus to nurture a sustainable and productive workforce. We spend millions on training. We get motivators, even celebrity preachers, pendakwah celebrity, to inspire our workers. We don't, unfortunately, memories are short, interests and commitments are even shorter. We don't even understand why we need to train our people. Values are not changing. Productivity as the result suffers. I am a believer in a workforce a workforce is the most valuable asset to any company, any organization, any institution. Yet it is easier said than done. We are dealing with a workforce that represents people of my generation. My generation, I am not that old. My generation, I'm in my 6th series now. Those of X generation and Y generation, as pointed out just now, and also the millennials. You can't cut and paste to appease everyone. They have their wants, they have their needs, they have their demands. No such thing as one size that fits all. Where lies the difference? The academy knows better. We are talking about mindsets here, attitudes, values, things that HR department can only scratch the surface in understanding the real issues. They need help. I know, I've been working with countless HR departments. Taking the cue from the company that I was in, a content creation company like Media Prima Berhad, it has to have not just on content and material alone, but curation, location, and differentiation. Always have long gone by. Even in a company like that, age-old wisdom about managing people has become less applicable. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to this book, incredible book. Read Nico Mellis, The End of Big, How the Digital Revolution Makes David the New Goliath. Give me really jitters. It is a thought-provoking book as much as it is scary. Small is big now, he said. Big is in danger. There are companies worth billions run by a handful of people. There are, however, companies that employ thousands, yet making less and less profit every year. Productivity sucks and bureaucracy is killing whatever is left of the chances to be better. Understanding the new dynamics of business today is critical. We will never look at technological advancement the same way again. This is a book that changed our perception of how we use technology. Mainly is asking if it is now at the end of big. He makes a very compelling argument on how our newfound connectivity is affecting the media, government, and politics, but more so business. This is an argument about the thumb drive is mightier than the sword. Today, this notion warrants attention. He wants us to think hard how radical connectivity is pushing power to individuals and away from established institutions at an alarming pace. This has been mentioned just now by Professor Chise. Yes, there are promises and hope. He admits that he wrote the book with a dark view of the future. He sees trends that are both powerful and dangerous, and many among current leaders are oblivious to it. But he believes that the power technology has given us can create something new and something different. The power that we can have can be a weapon of mass destruction. We have come to a stage whereby we are creating the so-called forward generation. It It is not about thinking forward. Whatever we get on our WhatsApp, we forward it to others, whether we like it or not. We must take heed. His warning about not allowing us to be cowed by technology, but to embrace it and to build a better future. But those are things that make sense when we look at a bigger picture. What about the effect on the human minds? How is technological advancements today creating deeply conflicting moral impulses on a human being, and how people are corrupted by power, by wealth and such? We must understand that our actions are not based on impulses alone, but affected by factors like genetic, social norms, faith, attitude, environment, and people around us. I read somewhere that behavior is impacted by certain traits each individual has. In short, it is a complex realm. The academy must look up for new opportunities to help businesses, institutions, and government. The sky, ladies and gentlemen, is the limit. Make the academy relevant, especially to the industry, and you will fly. I must congratulate the Academy for the good work so far and for coming up with 3 more publications. I am sure other than the book form, it is also to be available online now that you have your website, an official website, as part of the Academy's move to promote itself digitally. Availing those publications online is a smart move to encourage converts, open and close inverted commas, to the disciplines that you are in. I shall refrain myself from talking about the books, for it has been introduced earlier. I also found out that the Academy has published books other than doing training and helping companies to get the best from their employees. You can't go too far wrong when you have publication with sketchy titles like Trapping the Cunning Fox, or I See, I Hear, and I Conquer. Julius Caesar would not like it. Vini, Vidi, Vici, that was from the book, from Shakespeare's play, Julius Caesar. And all the 3 books today, I must say, you bought me over. The titles are incredibly sellable. To eat or to be eaten, God bless you. The Flintstone Management, wow. I was thinking about Yabba Dabba Doo. And ordinary people, extraordinary leadership, human being human. They are in fact written by people you know that they are, but they know about what they are talking about. Some of them, like Tan Sri Syukur and of course Tan Sri Amrin, are legends in their own right. During my years in the media, one thing that annoyed me most was the inability of my people to tell stories effectively in not so many words. So, headings matter in a newspaper business. Title matters in drama or film. Great movies are best remembered when they are catchy, crisp and cool. Casablanca, Star Wars, Forrest Gump, Antara Dua Darjat, Penarik Beca, to name a few. Sexy titles. Half the battle is won if you have books with a title like I See, I Hear, and I Conquer, or To Eat or To Be Eaten. Guys, whoever come up with those titles, he or she is not only a marvelous copywriter, but an incredibly clever marketeer. Ladies and gentlemen, with a little nudge, a little bit of rebranding and clever PR, I'm sure that the Academy will be better known to the public and particularly its target market and stakeholders. You have great stories to tell here. Make behavioral science hip, classy, and sexy. I keep repeating the word sexy. Companies need that. The country needs you. Learn from David Beckham. He is not even the best midfielder in the history of English football. He hung his boots some years ago, but today he is still iconic. We remember him while other football greats have become mere footnotes in the history of football. Learn branding from him. Brand well. Branding is everything today. Again, I commend the publication of this book by the Academy. With the lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I hereby officially soft launch the publication of Flintstone Management by Professor Tan Sri Amrin Buang and Professor Chisin, To Eat or to Be Eaten, Managing Y Generation by Professor Datuk Wira Abang Kecil, Muhammad Yusairi Jamil and Professor Dr. Lee Chisin, and Ordinary People, Extraordinary Leadership by Tan Sri Muhammad Syukur Haji Mahfar and Professor Dr. Chisin. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum. There's a video that I want to watch. Thank you so very much. Change your world, you change the world. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a very powerful speech by Tan Sri Johan Jaafar. Tan Sri, by the way, I do read all your columns religiously. As you can see, he is a very learned man who started as an actor, the Brad Pitt of his time, and I love Brad Pitt, so I love Tan Sri Johan Jaafar. Can we have the lights off? Because this is the time that we have been so looking forward to, the highlight of our event today, the book launching ceremony. Lights off, please. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite Tan Sri Johan and Professor Dato' Atika Adom on stage, please. Dear VIPs, we need you to kindly cut the ribbon. Ready? 1, 2, cut. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to ask Tan Sri Johan and Dato' Professor Atika Adom to remain on stage, while the others can vacate the stage, please. I would like now to invite Professor Dato' Atika Adom to present a token of our appreciation to our VIP guest of honor, Tan Sri Johan Jaafar, for his presence here today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tan Sri. Thank you. Dato' Atika, please remain. Tan Sri boleh duduk. Tan Sri, thank you. Terima kasih. Dato', Professor Dato', kita ada seorang lagi guest that we would like you to deliver or present our token of appreciation. None other than Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Dr. Zahari from Perodua. Thank you, Dr. Zahari. Thank you, Dato' Atika Adom. Ladies and gentlemen, all good things must come to an end. With this, our event today is completed. And once again, I would like to thank every one of you here today for your presence, for your support for HB Academy to make today a success. Thank you very much, and we would like to invite everyone for a buffet lunch. Thank you, and see you again soon. Thank you.